Before Bharadwaj summons them downstairs, Ratthi, Arada, and Pinli enjoy a somewhat awkward shoulder massage, oblivious to the terrible situation that is taking place downstairs. Leebeebee is in complete control and has the group at gunpoint, but Gurathin is unfazed by her threats and won't give up the survey data they have collected. In response, Leebeebee shoots Gurathin in the leg and vows to murder every one of his co-workers individually. The woman needs a small fortune, and assisting her employers, the third-party PreservationAux has been fighting from the shadows, guarantees her plenty of credits. Bharadwaj's offers of assistance and her pleas for Leebeebee's decency are met with indifference. Gurathin gives up their results because he cares much more about his friends than he does about confidential information. Leebeebee celebrates her win by mocking, in the manner of a villain monologue, how simple it was to win over their gullible hearts. If the beacon explosion resolved that issue for her, she also claims responsibility for the murders of Mensah and Murderbot. The Mensah and Murderbot detective duo enter the room with a heroic stomp, their timing perfect. Leebeebee presses the gun to Gurathin's crying temple, but before she can finish threatening, Murderbot shoots her in the head, leaving her corpse headless. Ratthi throws up, Pinli bursts into hysterical laughter, and blood and brain matter spray upon Gurathin and Bharadwaj. Even Mensah looks at Murderbot with astonished, evaluating eyes before she attempts to rally her devastated co-workers. It's not completely correct to say that Murderbot was disappointed by their responses. Judging from its binge-watching experience, it didn't anticipate a bad response to saving their lives and defeating an adversary. Its inner monologue, however, is colored with confusing animosity and a stream of delight as it marches off to mend its spinal column. The team's developing affection for it was dashed by its brutal violence, which also made them doubt that Murderbot was as human as they were. Murderbot muses, and that felt good. Despite barely avoiding an exploding beacon, Murderbot and Mensah are grounded until they repair the broken hopper. Murderbot finds itself reminded of its favorite episode of The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon, episode 356 in particular, as the implausible romance between Captain Hossein and Navbot 337 Alt 66, Dewanda Wise, transitions from developing tension to theatrical fantasy. However, Murderbot does not wish to be compared to its current situation. Like everyone else, it uses ridiculous media as a diversion, when things in the real world are stressful as shit. But this time, it can't put its head in the sand because Mensah's helpless companions' lives are at stake. And to make matters worse, Mensah and Murderbot are making repairs on the fly. In order to make room for the 20th season of Sanctuary Moon to be downloaded, Murderbot removed the unnecessary copy of the maintenance manual that was included with the hopper and kept it in its own data banks. This decision is now biting Murderbot in the armor, but because the entire mechanism of the hopper is offline. It goes without saying that Mensah is not pleased with this knowledge. The largest change in their chemistry to date is her rage at the odd SEC unit that she has made an effort to comprehend and adapt.